All right, boys.
No.
Wisdom Teethless podcast.
Here we go.
Hold on,
Let's
my-
take
Oh,
the
you'll
Hold
shot.
on, my mic's broken.
Actually, let's take.
Hold on. Everybody shut the fuck up.
Let me write it down.
Everybody shut the fuck up.
Let me write it down. Where do I write it down?
What's the date? It
The
is
31st.
7/31/2019.
We went from the 7. Do I write it down?
Yes,
What?
write it down.
Your topic?
No. The shot.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
No.
go ahead.
Well,
Oh.
yeah. All right.
Normally?
Don't look.
I don't usually write
What
it
is
down.
it?
You
The
usually
30
say it.
The
Chris.
31st
It needs to be documented somehow.
31st.
The 31st.
of 19th.
So
Chris.
either say it or write it down. What?
Chris,
What?
what do you think this is? Smell
Well,
it.
you
and
shoot
tell
it
me.
and then you guess.
Oh, fuck. That's
Jameson Pickleback.
strong as
Told
fuck.
you.
Knowing,
Told you.
Knowing Joel, that's probably what it is.
Told
That's
you.
That's absolutely what it is.
Told you. All right, boys.
That's just straight
Joel?
pickle.
You boys
Let's
like
fucking do this
Mexico.
shit. Let's go, baby.
Or it's a tequila pickleback. One or the other.
Give fuck, boy.
I bet it's Jameson and jalapeno juice because I don't, or banana pepper juice because I don't have any pickles right now.
That's actually really good.
It's
was it?
Peach schnapps
With-
and pepper juice.
And which peppers?
Banana pepper.
Banana pepper.
That's
so
really
Joel's like, I'll take
Peach
this
schnapps
first and
and
we'll
banana
see. And then
pepper
he
juice.
I
liked
can't
it.
hear
Wow.
shit.
Joel, of all people, liked it. So I was like, we're in.
good. I would take shots of that every week.
See? I did it, and I was like,
Yeah,
That's
he
actually
also
pretty good.
said that he thinks Chris would know.
bingo.
Will you turn
I wasn't
my
right,
headphones
though.
up on there?
But, like, it was flavorful with a little peach punch at the end. You know what I'm saying?
He's all the way on the
Me. Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
end.
More? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
More.
There.
Yes. There
Okay.
we go.
Ooh.
You're gonna be deaf.
Deeper?
No, well, no, because I could hear Joel speaking outside of the headphones.
Oh, deeper.
Deeper.
So
you
Joel
liked it.
upstairs goes.
I did like it.
Joel upstairs goes. Chris will think he knows what it is, and
I knew it was
he,
gonna be a
he
pickleback
Yeah,
thing.
he said he's
It's pretty
gonna be
close.
Jameson
That was
pickleback.
pretty
Oh,
close.
absolutely, but it's less alcohol.
It was
Sure.
good, though.
But the
It
reason I
was
thought it was a
good. I'm not
pickleback
gonna
is
lie,
I'm
that
sure
was
those
pretty good.
peppers
it was
are pickled.
peach schnapps
Yeah.
and banana pepper juice. If you guys want to know,
What do
It
you
was
call that?
ash-
Since that's not already a shot as far as I know. What do
Joel,
you want to call
the
it?
last shot.
No, it's got to be better than that. Give
Yeah.
it a
Joel, you came up.
The peach pepper shot.
You came up with
peach
it.
pepper or maybe a fickleback.
Or the
Ooh, a fickleback.
The pee-pee shot.
Pee-pee shot.
Peach pepper
It did
shot.
kind of look like
Pee-pee
this.
Pee-pee
shot.
shot.
There it is. All right. Don't steal this. If you steal this, we'll sue you. So don't worry about it.
Or we won't, but
Or we won't because we don't have any sort of like patent or copyright on that shot. So do what
Now
you
we
want.
do.
It was
We didn't tell you the mixture. Suck it.
Yeah, we did.
We said peach and pepper juice. We didn't say what
I
ratio.
said banana pepper.
Whatever. You didn't say the ratio.
That's true.
I would guess 1-to-1.
Shut up, Matt.
Go fish.
1 to just a little bit more than 1.
It's probably 1 to 2 because it tasted more like banana pepper juice than it did peach schnapps.
Motherfucker. Can we cuss on this one?
Yes. We've always been able to cuss except
Too
for
late.
the one.
You looked at me.
You gotta
like,
try
Well,
to-
I looked at him because I thought he was going to say something.
Yeah, and also, I swear to God.
Absolutely not.
I swear to God.
What's he not supposed
What?
to say?
If anybody says shit like on purpose,
Oh,
like,
I'm not
to get
gonna
it
say
to
it.
get it cut, I will cut more of your content than you want.
Well, then we'll
Fuck.
have no content.
So don't say shit to trigger me in editing because it's
Oh.
not going to work out well
Ooh.
for you.
triggered.
Hashtag triggered.
All right. Can I talk about something today?
No.
As long as it's not a Eurotrip reference,
no,
go
it's
ahead.
Not. No, it's not. So I was sitting at lunch today, and I got on Twitter, and people's Twitters, their tweets had
Oh,
me
the debates.
dying.
The debates were last night.
No, it wasn't
Well,
even
okay.
debates. Like this guy at a baseball game tripped over a freaking like, hey, don't pass this sign.
Was
and
it me?
Ate shit.
It was
And
me.
the tweet goes, just imagine spending 50 plus bones at the concession stand just to eat cement.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. That had me rolling. And then another one was this old ass fucking lady. Supposedly had sex with a 16-year-old.
I saw
Old
that.
ass. Yeah. And she
Was it your friend?
No.
Your coworker?
He's 21.
Whatever.
And
They're all 16
this
to me.
it was so
Yikes.
funny because it was like, oh, lady arrested for having sexual interactions with a 16-year-old. She was like 70. The tweet above it goes, arrest the kid too. I don't know why, but that made me laugh so much.
Elder abuse.
Just because she was ugly.
That's what my mom said. My mom was like, "That's elder abuse." I was like, "Jesus Christ!"
But what if the elder is abusing the child and the child is also abusing the elder? Who gets arrested?
I think they just call it right there. They're like, all right, well, you're even now. And they let them go their separate ways.
Is that a legal defense? Like the judge is like,
they send her to the home and him back
square.
to school.
And
back
then
to
they just
daycare.
boom,
Back
to
to daycare.
Like, well, we're pretty squared away.
There is a game out now that's called Granny Simulator.
Ugh.
That is
Granny
Oh,
Slammer.
I have seen it.
You play
Simulator.
against each other.
Yeah, it's a
It's
Granny
like
Simulator.
two people that play against each other, and one of you plays a baby, and the other one plays a grandma. And the grandma's trying to complete tasks around the house, and the baby's trying to
yeah.
kill the grandma.
Yeah.
And
There's different modes, like
yeah.
one where the granny is like a zombie. Joel,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
But
See? He
the
reacted.
baby can get like a taser and tase the
is that
grandma
what you're
and get like shit to fuck her up. The
Yeah.
grandma can just punt the baby, and like if you hit it square on and like full power, you'll punt him out of the house, like to the street, pretty much.
Yep, and then you win. Actually,
Yeah.
the granny wins by killing the baby or punting him out of the map, and then the baby wins by killing the granny. The granny can also, or the baby wins by they have to call the cops, and the cops actually come in and start shooting.
Yep.
Is what it is.
Jesus.
So it's actually pretty funny, depending on who you watch play it. So
Yikes.
yeah, I'm gonna have to
Depending
isolate
on
the
your moral standards.
I'm
That's
gonna have to
funny.
isolate the. They're all 16 to me, and then you said yikes. That's gonna be a soundbite next week.
Side note, supposedly today there was a discovery that 75 light years away there is a super Earth.
Is it like huge or like?
Uh,
what
a
makes it a
super
super?
So a coworker told me, I didn't read into it, but we brought about the discussion today at work that what if that means that it's Earth but like 2 times everything? So
like
what?
people are twice as large.
So like
our whole
people
Earth
are
is
twice
as
as
big.
tall. Yeah, like
Damn.
it's super Earth, so everything's just double.
So my dick would be 2
So it's
inches
just
there.
scaled.
But essentially, like
It's just scaled up 2 to 1.
right. But what?
So it's the same size relatively.
But what can you think of that would be
Damn.
nice to have?
I just said
My coworker said hot chicks would be twice as
Damn.
hot.
No, they would just have tits twice as big.
I guarantee if you did a poll, 75% of men would say, "Yeah, dick would be bigger."
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You're not wrong. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I would put money on
Does
that.
that
I'm gonna
might
do it
mean my
tomorrow at
bank
work,
accounts
and then I'll
would-
do it.
Twice as much money in them too.
Twice as much
Yeah.
inflation,
So,
sure.
hey,
Yeah.
why
I'd
not?
have $40.
Delete that.
So it's
What?
it's basically
I
Earth.
said
Don't say it
a
again.
place.
All right. I'll decide whether to delete it or not. I'm like being a little bit less restrictive on like deleting like teacher
Oh.
names because it's like yeah.
No,
I mean,
it wasn't
whatever.
a teacher name.
I know, but like just to give an example,
It's
like if you-
basically
if you
Earth,
name a
but
place-
times 2.
Earth times 2. So would we have double the
Or
microphones?
what if it was just 2 Earths,
Man,
like
I'm
a sign
confused.
or
You
like
could
a
eat, like,
conjoined
twice.
twin? Like there's
would
a
it
point
look like
on
boobies
Austra-
smashed together?
Yeah, like there's a point on like Antarctica, like at the very South Pole. They're just connected, but they're next to each
How in
other.
the fuck would that orbit?
It
You
kind of
could-
like just spin, I guess. I don't.
Two
I don't
balls flopping around the universe.
You could eat twice as much food, but it would be twice as big.
And you would have
you
twice
would be
the shit.
twice as big.
And
Yes,
you would,
and
be
you would
twice
take
as
twice
big.
the deuces.
So you're
So
telling
they would
me
have two
I got
buttholes?
a doppelganger on
So
fucking
the sewer
double
lines would be twice as big.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It would be the same size relatively.
Yeah.
Because if everything is
Just
twice
scale.
as big,
Sorry,
then it's all
Brendan.
the same.
And then we did the math on how long it would take
Your
to travel
2
75
inches
light
went
years.
back
It would
to
take
one.
75 light years.
It would take into miles. It's
Oh,
like
this is
300
stupid.
and something trillion miles.
It would
get
take
there.
75
So-
years at the speed
Traveling
of light. That's
at like
literally what a light year
140
is.
miles an hour.
to get
Is
there.
what it's a long.
So
you would never make it.
Send a
No, you would die
15-year-old.
first. No,
So we
they
put-
would die.
You would die.
They wouldn't even make it out of the solar system before they were dead.
Yeah.
No.
At 140 miles an hour. Are you serious? No,
Wait,
75 light
70
years is literally
oh,
75
light
years at the speed of light.
But
which
what-
is
what if-
unattainable right now.
what
Joel,
if they
Joel, it
did-
is 31 light years away.
Oh, 31? I
Oh,
heard
even
75.
better.
Oh,
Still
shit.
31 years at the speed of light, which
Still
good
make
luck
it.
getting to the speed of light.
So what if they discovered teleportation the same time we discovered teleportation?
Well, wouldn't they probably do it twice as fast though?
True.
Yeah. Okay, so
well,
they
maybe
discovered it first.
Well,
So do they know about us way long
probably.
ago?
They're just waiting for us to catch up.
So
Goddamn,
we are
we're-
the lag.
We're back to 2 weeks
Are
ago.
they
podcast is
home
what we're
base
at.
and we're the simulation?
Maybe.
Interesting.
A lot of silence there.
So,
So what would you
Everyone's
like to
brains
see
are-
twice as much?
Broken.
No, you wouldn't see twice as much.
Yeah,
See,
I'd
now
have
you're
super-
just-
I would actually have 4 eyes.
See, now we're just
Ah,
making it
nerd.
insane.
No,
Fucking-
it's
Everyone
double
would just
the
be-
Earth, not double you.
No, like double size. and
Yeah, but
quantity.
it's
Right,
not
it's a
you.
joke, Trace.
Quantity, not you.
Do you know what jokes are?
No shit.
This is for the content, Trace.
Oh.
Mm.
It's a super Earth is not literally double
Ooh.
everything. I'm sure that the super Earth itself is bigger.
But
than
technically,
ours physically.
there's a super moon, right? Which means it's just bigger.
Right.
Isn't that what it is?
Yes.
But super Earth would technically be bigger. So
It'd just
let's
be
say
bigger.
size-wise, everything.
There's no
would be bigger.
technically about it. Like there's no technical definition for what.
What
super
if it
means.
was Earth duplicated, but just a larger Earth? Like there was just more land mass.
That's got to
and
be
more
what
water.
it is. That's got to be what
So
it
the
is.
one
They,
that
they
is-
didn't like look down on the planet and go, "Wow, there's 2 of everything."
Every
one-
dick is 2 inches.
I had 2 dicks and 2 girlfriends and 2 jobs and
Oh,
I already
God.
worked 2 jobs.
2
Yeah, I
gerbs.
I
I
got
got 4.
that already.
So
What
is
else
that
do you want?
4? God, that would suck.
You have 4 jobs.
Plenty of people on Earth have more than one girlfriend. So
Yikes.
That's
Matt,
not
you were going to say
true.
something?
So the one that has the most potential to be habitable, because there were 3 planets that they found in that solar system, is at least 6.1 Earth masses,
Jesus Christ.
God.
and
damn.
completes an orbit around the star in 55.7 days.
Oh my
So
God.
it's moving like a
Jeez.
motherfucker.
So what would be cool is like a place like that, but with
You'd
a
have a birthday every fucking 2 months.
but with a population like
Oh
ours,
shit.
to where there was so
Um,
much land, it was still uninhabited.
Even though this is just a fifth of the distance that the Earth is from our sun, this planet's dim star leaves very little light on, or very little heat on the surface. Without an atmosphere, the thermometer at the surface would hover around 64 below zero.
Oh,
Fahrenheit.
shit.
Jesus.
So it's cold as fuck.
However, if it had an atmosphere, this could be a game changer.
It would be warmer, right?
Yes.
Does it have
would
a-
retain?
Does it have a moon?
No.
No moon.
So okay, so we can't live there. How are we gonna live in negative 64?
Yeah, no
What?
shit.
And I don't have
I
a
thought,
moon to
yeah, I
look
thought
at.
your threshold
Yeah,
was the
what the
moon.
hell?
Like, oh, no moon, no deal. I'll just die here.
Well, we already are anyway, so
Oh, we're fucked. Yeah.
Imagine if
we're
we
not
had.
really fucked.
Imagine if we had more than one moon. How cool would that be?
It would fuck with the ocean,
It would
that's for
fuck
sure.
so much
Oh,
shit up.
okay. So I said 6 times as massive, but roughly 1.7 times as big. So it's
So it's
just
more
really,
dense.
really dense.
Yeah,
Still bigger.
Yeah, about double or a little under double.
but it's just like, just dense, like
God damn.
dense.
It's just dense.
Got a fat ass.
Is
Uh,
it is
you
it
know what I
thick
like?
with 2 C's?
I like my fat
Yeah.
asses.
Thick.
So did you guys hear that everybody on Earth almost died last week?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
There was an asteroid that passed within the moon's orbit,
and
of
no
Earth,
one had any
and nobody
clue.
knew until about an hour before.
Sorry, what the fuck?
I
How do
still
you not
haven't
know
heard
that?
about this.
Yeah.
Well,
The
Yeah.
news is talking about people dying in train wrecks, but they
Hold
won't tell
on.
me about this.
spoiler alert, it didn't hit us.
No, it did not.
Well, clearly.
No
but-
way.
Is
Yeah.
that why they didn't tell us? They're like, they knew that it wouldn't hit, so they're like,
Hey, it
maybe
wouldn't have
not
killed us
cause
all.
mass
We
panic.
figured this out, Matt.
I didn't save the article, but if I remember correct, no, it would not have killed. You're right. It wouldn't have killed everybody, but the size of it was, they deemed it a city killer. So it
Yes.
like large enough that it could
Oh.
wipe
Wreck
out an
you.
entire metro area.
Did they name
depending-
it?
No. Yeah, I mean, it had some technical name, but a bunch of numbers
Oh,
and letters
shit.
kind of thing. But
Kuiper 6548.
This
But-
motherfucker.
Asteroid Anthony coming through to fuck you up,
I
bitch.
didn't save the article, but if I remember correctly, it was moving at like 37,000 miles an hour or something like that.
That
It's
seems kind of slow
27.
for space.
Yeah,
So,
but
27.
and they had a visualizer of like
Yeah.
Earth's orbit and like
Oh, fuck.
the asteroid's orbit, and then it zoomed in on the Earth and the moon, and that's when you realized, holy shit, because the moon's like just slowly going around the Earth, and then this thing just goes in between.
Oh.
Like it's when the moon's on the other side, but like within the
Wow.
orbit of the moon.
So I wonder how small it was, because if it was just a city killer moving that fast, it's got to be really small.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, not tiny, but
what
like
did they
probably
say
a
how big
kilometer
it
or something like
was?
that. I think I want to say it was
1 or
between
2
1 and 2
kilometers.
kilometers.
What kind of city are we taking out? Like a
Like
big major
Tokyo.
city?
London, Moscow,
Oh,
Beijing,
that's
like
so
any
big-ass
major
motherfucker.
metropolitan
Well, it's
area,
not even
pretty
that
much.
it has to be that big. It's moving that fast. It comes to
Well,
the
that's the thing,
atmosphere. It's
yeah.
all the kinetic energy
If
that
it's
you've
moving
built
that,
up.
yeah, exactly.
Well,
It's better than a nuke.
So does that mean
Yeah.
does that mean it was technically outside of Earth's gravitational pull?
No, it was
Yes.
in
No,
Earth's
it was
yeah,
gravitational pull.
but
and
not
it
enough.
It
it
was
fucked
moving
up
too
its
fast.
orbit when it fucked up the path that the asteroid was
So
taking.
it just kind of wrapped around the Earth.
Yeah, that's the shitty thing about it is that the Earth, I
No,
mean,
it
relative
went
to
over the Earth.
well, whatever. It's all relative. There's no
It
up
was
in
coming at us and it went over.
there's no up in space trace.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
So Earth's atmosphere basically yeeted
It's
Yeah.
not
That their
the
asteroid.
atmosphere. It
Hey.
probably pulled it in and sped
and
it up
say,
and then
and
threw
sent
it.
it somewhere else.
Yeah.
There's
With
living
Alex,
organisms
fuck
on
you.
another planet. Like,
Ah.
oh, la la la.
Boom!
Joel,
Super Earth is going to
Joel,
hit
you
with
were
an
right.
asteroid in like 75
right.
years and be
Spun
like, oh
it out.
shit.
Shut it off.
Yep.
So can you imagine? Let's think back to last week we did Area 51.
Yeah.
What if
Well,
that
last
what if
weekend
that
and the
hit
week
Area
before.
51 and fucking destroyed it?
Well, that would suck.
Then-
all of
Everybody
our
would be
plans-
And then
pissed
our
off.
event.
All of our plans would be foiled because of that dumbass asteroid.
Speaking of that, did you see Arby's tweeted
are
at
they
the
getting
event,
in
and
on
they
it?
want to send food trucks that day
Let's
They
go.
to feed everyone?
Yeah, because they think people
I'm
are
surprised
actually
that-
gonna show up.
Because people are gonna go
Wendy's-
buy
Well,
food.
people
though.
will show up.
Well, that's
Oh, I
why
bet.
they're gonna
I'm
make a shit
surprised,
ton of money and
uh,
watch people die.
Just like we said, it'll turn into an event. Like, hey, let's go hang out.
I'm surprised
Oh, there's
Wendy's didn't
food.
jump on that because they're like the
Oh, they're the Twitter
they're the
kings.
best Twitter and the best
queens.
Tumblr like accounts. Like I don't know if you've ever seen any of Wendy's Tumblr posts, but they are like they're on brand for that platform. They are very good
Right,
at
can
what
I
they do.
correct my incorrect statements?
Sure. Are you off by an astronomical amount?
Not that much.
Literally an
Well,
astronomical
quite a
amount,
bit.
though.
The size of it was roughly 187 to 420 feet. So
Still a city killer.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean it's
At that
big, but
speed.
not
It's
huge.
an asteroid the size of a football
Exactly.
field hit you.
It came within 45,000 miles of Earth.
That's very close.
That's less than 1/5 of the distance to the moon. And I was wrong about the speed as well. It was moving closer to 54,000 miles an hour.
Yeah. That's
Damn.
not
24,
great.
24 kilometers a second.
So that's the shitty thing about it is that you realize. So Joel mentioned the Earth's gravitational pull. It like we kind of pulled it into to ourselves a little bit, and it was,
Earth was just like, please just end me.
Right.
Please, just take me
but it was
out.
going too fast to actually hit the Earth, and it was like, sorry,
It's like,
bye.
come back!
No,
These fuckers!
God damn it.
Fuck these
They're-
assholes.
Mm. yeah, yeah. No, it's that's like the weird thing about like everything that has mass has a gravitational pull.
If Earth had a choice and there was an asteroid coming and it was like, and the asteroid's like, all right, he calls ahead and he's like, all right, I'll hit one place for you, and Earth had a choice,
India,
where would they send it?
India, or China.
Or China, yeah.
India's already
mean,
fucked.
Logically,
So it
you would
doesn't
send it
matter.
to like Siberia or Antarctica or
No,
something.
well,
like
no,
that,
the
No,
Earth.
but-
The
the
Earth
Earth.
is pissed. Earth is
Earth
like,
is
all right,
Oh.
these sons of
Yeah.
bitches.
These sons
They're
of
going
bitches
down.
are going down.
Yes, thank you.
I just watched that recently.
I need to rewatch
I'm
it.
telling you, India already has fucking
Either
water
India-
India and
restrictions.
China are the biggest
India or
pollution
China,
polluters.
I'm
yeah.
thinking
So that
Mo-
if
most likely-
Earth gets a choice, it's going to be one of those two places.
But I think city killer though, like population wise, it'd have to be Beijing.
Fucking
Probably.
kangaroos.
Beijing or
Yeah.
not Mumbai, but New Delhi,
Yeah,
which is
Joel.
the
Fucking kangaroos.
fucking kangaroos.
I'm
But
telling
I
you,
am
India
Canada's
already
still
up
gives
like,
out
what-
fucking
what's going
tokens
on, eh?
for water.
what?
India already
But
gives
I
out
am
tokens for
tired.
water.
Well,
Wasn't having up. The virus in his house.
this is the 50-50 podcast right now.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about End of the World, which is a great video, by the way.
It is.
Internet
Oh, it's a
classic.
classic.
Internet classic.
I always.
Which makes you guys old, by
I
the way.
say
The fact that you guys
so,
remember
No,
so
no,
many
no.
fucking
the fact that you
times.
guys remember that video when it was current makes you guys old.
At the end of the day, you're still older.
It's
Yep.
true. But I'm just trying to drag you guys down to my level of being old.
You will
So
never
you're old.
drag
Matt's
us down that
closer
low.
than Brendan, then me, and then Joel.
Yep, but I'm still a couple of years away.
I'm
so.
the baby.
Just take me, asteroid. Take
I'm
me
the
now.
baby. Gotta love me.
I've lived it
Nope.
all I could live.
What show's that from? Do you remember?
Nope.
What?
Dinosaurs.
Yep.
I've
Classic.
Fucking
never
nailed
seen
it.
it.
That's
Classic.
because I'm old.
You never.
Full circle.
Yep.
You
Let
are
me-
old. Go get your fucking walker.
Dude, my knees hurt.
Matt, let me pull
Well,
it
if you
up.
wouldn't be on them all the time.
I know what show you're
No.
talking about. I've just never seen it.
You've never seen Dinosaurs?
Uh-uh.
Oh, that sucks for you. That's a great show.
This
My
is a
sixth grade
show?
teacher used to show it to
Yeah,
us.
I know what it was. I just never watched it.
They would talk like weirdos.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
they look like the guy you brought up that one podcast that is with Jabba the Hutt.
Salacious B. Crumb.
Yeah. Yes. That's what the guy I'm
I
talking
love,
that guy.
I love how
Like-
you're insistent on putting his middle initial in
2
there every
weeks after we
time.
talked about that on the podcast, there was a Funhouse video with Jacob and Rahul
Yep,
Kohli
yep.
in it, and they talked about Salacious B. Crumb, and they had the same questions that I did.
Yep.
They're like, where the fuck did the middle initial come from, and what does it stand for?
Hey, tell them that they can't talk about that shit because we talked about it already.
The
I'm
thing
sure
with that
they
is that it was
probably did it
probably recorded
before
like 4
us,
months
yeah.
ago. It just
Oh.
happened to release.
Huh. Now
'Cause-
fuck us. Damn.
Yeah. Yes.
Although that-
Although we
that
do have a
video
better
was
release
fucking
schedule
hilarious.
than Funhouse. It was a fucking hilarious video. We have a better release schedule because we usually release things a week after we record them. Funhouse does
Usually.
not always do that. Not with all of their videos though. Their GTA videos I think are pretty soon after they're recorded.
They go to the casino.
No,
yet?
they are not. The one that they released today on YouTube was recorded on July 3rd.
Okay,
So
but
they're
it's
about
still
3
much sooner.
weeks. Yeah.
Because there have been a couple of videos where they didn't get edited until like a week ago, and they reference that in the editing where they're like, "Oh yeah,
I just know because they had Jacob in it, and they were talking about what are you gonna do this weekend,
Oh,
and
yeah.
on the 4th and all that. Yeah. Now we're just watching videos on the phone.
it's porn even."
Oh,
Okay,
my
she
God.
I wanna
says, "What
see.
the fuck did?"
She says, "Are you?"
Is it
okay?"
good porn?
Whatever. Who cares? It's fake taxi. So
Oh, I've seen this.
Of course he has.
I mean the
She's
GIF, not the
butt-ass
actual
naked.
video.
In VR.
No, that's not in VR.
not with your Oculus, whatever the fuck now.
Quest.
Yet. Quest.
Yeah.
Yet. But you have with your Gear VR.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Wait. Do they actually play this shit?
Yeah, that's actually in the video.
There are a few fake taxi videos that I've enjoyed. Generally, it's not my style. So
Not your
I
cup
don't.
of
I try.
tea.
Yeah, I try to
Oh,
avoid
fuck,
it.
that's
but
That
funny.
was good, Joel, especially since they're all British.
yeah, that was a very good reference, Joel.
I can't
Here's a
believe they
gold
put
star
that in
for
the
you.
video, too.
I didn't even realize that, but you're welcome.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheerio.
Jail.
I'll say though, that guy likes getting his asshole licked.
What the fuck?
Yeah. That's
What
a thing.
the
Ah.
fuck?
That's a thing.
Does he shave it?
I
I
don't
bet.
look that closely at it, but yeah.
I bet.
But he
Probably.
can't jump on a car to save his life.
You should not ever shave your asshole.
Because it was slick.
If you do anything physical with your life, so like Matt and Trace, well, Trace not so much now, but Matt, you
I
work
do
in a
more.
kitchen.
Yeah, I do all that physical stuff
Never shave
every
your
day.
asshole
All physical stuff every
Never
day.
do it.
Yep.
because like just doing everyday stuff, you'll get swamp ass like a
Oh,
motherfucker.
yeah, never would.
I've only ever done it once, and it was totally by accident. Did not mean to.
Wait,
Oh, no, my
wait,
razor
wait,
slipped.
Wait.
Oh, it slipped all over my
Hold
whole
on.
butthole. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
It was
no.
more
It's
like
slipping back and forth. Now I have to rinse it. Now it's slipping back and forth.
Oh no, I dropped the shaving cream in too. No.
oh no.
It
I
feels like
spread it around.
it feels like a
How
tongue.
do
I
you-
kind of like it. Oh.
It was more like the first time I ever like shaved my pubes. I was like, I gotta get rid of all of this, and then I shaved all of it. I was like,
Joel-
I regret everything because I played lacrosse, so I went to practice, and so the first day it's not so bad. You get swamp ass really
Did
bad.
you shave your butt cheeks?
The second day, no, not the whole cheeks.
What?
The second day through the 10th day, it
You
was
put a
just,
you put a racing stripe down your
Yes.
ass, basically.
I shaved my taint and the butthole. So
Hey, sophomore year, I shaved my butt cheeks, and those things were so itchy in family
Yeah.
consumer science.
Brendan,
Exactly.
Your what was
So-
fucking great.
so
Oh, God.
I played lacrosse at the time, and so I shaved everything. The first day, not so bad. It was really sweaty.
Who are
okay,
you trying to
be
impress?
expected. I'm not impressing
Did
Was
anybody.
it in the
did
locker
someone
room?
tell-
No,
Oh,
Someone in the locker
shit.
room make fun of
we
you.
didn't have locker rooms in lacrosse. Are you fucking serious?
Did
This is
someone tell you
Nebraska.
to, or were you just like experimenting with yourself?
I didn't know any better yet. So I feel like you.
I didn't know any better, so I decided to shave my
This-
asshole.
I shaved everything I could. Get
I shaved
to.
my whole body, and here I am.
So
Let him speak.
The first day wasn't so bad. Days 2 through 10 were terrible because your fucking shit starts growing back in, and it's chafy as a
Did you
motherfucker.
keep a
So you're
journal? It's
playing-
been day
I
10
just-
since I shaved my
I did
asshole.
not keep a journal.
This is day
Not for that
7.
anyway.
Shaved my
I've considered
But-
killing myself 4 times.
So you
So
would-
I would go to lacrosse practice, and my fucking asshole was chafing because of the fucking.
But you would legit poop
it's
and wipe
swamp
the
ass.
poop into your ass pores. and
Yeah,
live
probably.
with shit in your pores in your ass.
Well, until
Wait,
the
hold on,
hair
hold on,
grew
hold on,
out
hold
and
on.
pushed it out,
Hold
I
on.
guess, but
How do you wipe your ass?
You just
Spraying
smear
it
it.
everywhere? What the
It's
fuck?
like it's like
you don't have
shaving
hair
cream.
on your actual asshole.
Well,
like your rectum does not have hair on
But
it.
regardless, forwards
Hey,
or
hold on,
backwards,
I
you
can
still have
prove
hair
to
on
you
your
that.
ass.
No.
Hair on the rectum. does
I'm
not
very
fucking
precise when I wipe my ass.
So what? You just stick it like, and then
Pretty
you're done?
much, yeah.
Like you
I
put
get
your
it-
tongue on your hand, just
I
stick
get
it and
enough
done?
toilet paper so that when I use my finger to wipe my asshole, I don't push through it. Thank you.
That was a good sound.
Yeah, it was.
So do you
Oh,
wipe
shit.
forwards or backwards?
I went forwards. I don't have a vagina,
So
so,
you
it
leave
doesn't matter.
So you leave some on the
No.
back of your balls?
No, I'm very precise.
do you stand up or you sit
I
down?
think we talked about this,
I
but you said you
lean.
go
Yeah, we did.
I
forward.
lean.
Yes,
I go
we
forward
did.
and I lean.
Yeah.
Also, wait, hold on. We didn't talk about this. Do you layer your toilet paper or do you ball it?
all.
ball it.
Ball,
It
I layer.
depends.
Chris leaves a little snack on his balls.
That was
for later.
all, not ball. Both layer
Ball.
and then ball.
I just ball it. I'm a fucking cannibal or not cannibal animal.
I'm a cannibal.
I eat people. I wipe my toilet. I put my toilet paper in
I eat
balls.
people and I wipe my ass with a balled up piece of toilet paper.
You know what I love that I wish we could bring back?
What, Joel? Cannibalism?
Caveman talk.
Oh, okay. So yes.
Me wipe
What?
ass, me eat people, yum.
Why
Me
use
eat
lot
ass.
words when
You eat
few words
people?
do
When-
good?
Easy, Kevin.
Few words do trick.
Do trick.
me wipe ass and eat people.
And eat ass. Turns out.
Jesus.
Me eat
Didn't
ass
know
and
you
wipe
ate
ass
people.
at same time.
Well, efficiency. I mean, what else are you gonna do after a blumpkin?
Efficiency.
I've got a question. Which ass are you
Oh,
wiping?
Shit.
The one that you're
Yes.
eating or your own?
Yes.
Are you
Depends
eating
on
your
how
own?
depends on how flexible
Actually,
you are.
here's
Yes.
a question. Do you
Yes.
think they ate ass back then?
Hell yeah.
You
I
really?
don't-
I guarantee it happened, whether it was
Yeah.
intentional
Wait,
or
when's
not.
back then? Were you
It just
thinking
didn't
caveman?
become
Yeah.
a meme until
I don't-
the Generation Z got a
So
hold
we
of
really,
it.
I don't know.
It just wasn't a thing.
We really
That
evolved
early
from
on,
not
I
eating
bet we
ass to
just-
eating ass? Come on.
I
now.
bet they just fornicated
It happened. It
reproduce.
just wasn't a thing.
I bet they weren't just like, oh, I'm gonna eat some pussy tonight, or
Oh, yeah, no.
say it caveman like.
Back in the caveman days, it was all rape.
pussy. I want to eat.
It wasn't like. Did you just say pussy? I want to eat.
Yeah.
Pussy, I want to eat.
After I said it was all rape.
Brendan said, "Say it, caveman like."
Caveman
It's all
Oh,
right,
yeah.
pussy. Pussy, I want to eat.
I don't think I've ever talked like a caveman before.
Well, I don't think that's caveman. That's like Yoda.
Yeah,
retarded.
that was
That's retarded
that was
Yoda.
drunk
God
Yoda.
damn it, Joel.
That was
you
drunk
can't say
Yoda.
that word.
Drunk Yoda.
He
Okay.
didn't say any word.
It was
He
drunk
did.
Yoda.
There's drunk Yoda. I'll figure it out.
Pussy, I eat.
I'm gonna hate myself later, but when 900 years old, oh fuck, I can't do it. When 900 years old, you.
Well,
become.
there was another
Oh no.
Jedi Master of Yoda's species that was on the Jedi Council.
Did he fuck?
I don't know. Her
Probably.
name was Yaddle. So
Oh, she fucked.
Yeah. With a
She
name like
fucking
Yaddle.
She used to yeet
Oh.
people.
Boys, so there was one
Yes,
time
with the Force.
we were
Well, yeah, Yoda definitely yaddled her. So
we were
Hey.
we were at like National DECA and we were in Minnesota, and there was a
Hold on.
comedian.
Sorry, I just had a thought. It's gonna get away. Were the Jedi like sworn to be celibate or just not to be married?
Maybe they fucked
That's
like
a good question.
animals.
they
There was a lot of STDs in the Jedi
celibacy
village,
is
okay?
implied.
Implied, but
But-
due to the 1970s and their like
I mean,
standards for things.
it's
Well,
like
no,
they.
they were fucking a lot.
Well,
in the
but
70s.
that's the thing is that the Jedi Order, like as people know it now, didn't come around until the prequels, which was
Fair enough.
1999. So,
yeah,
but I think like canon wise, it's like they just didn't want you to fall in love with somebody and like do what Anakin did and turn to the dark side for love. That's
so
essentially what it
Tinder
was.
would have been great for Jedi.
On
think-
the low-key, yes.
All right,
I think Jedi could just walk around and just score it.
Hey,
wherever they
bitch,
went.
wanna-
Yeah,
oh,
pretty
you're
much.
a Jedi.
Well,
I mean, they
no,
could they could do the Jedi mind trick, which would be skeevy, but you could like be like
They could
that would
walk
be
up and
rape
say,
is what it would be.
"Hey,
but
bitch,
they
wanna-
could fuck that way."
Hey, bitch, want to see my lightsaber?
The
That's the sound.
last Star Wars book that I just read, in literally the first
was there
chapter,
fucking?
one of the Jedi Knights that's on a mission on a planet is in a
Brothel?
bar. No, he's in a
Oh.
bar, and it's like an inner monologue, and he's talking about like almost getting into a fight with this guy, and then the bartender comes to break it up, and he's like, "Oh yeah, the bartender. Oh maybe she'll come back to my place tonight again, or something like
Again?
that." Yeah. No, and
he
so
fucks.
yeah, 100%.
So
Anyway.
have
And
you
then they even have a conversation about that later on in the book. but-
have you seen the movie Teeth?
Oh
Why
my
are we
God.
bringing that up here?
Yes.
Let's say you
Terrible.
have a Jedi movie, but his dick is a lightsaber. So
So Spaceballs.
instead
I
of-
see your Schwartz is bigger than mine.
I've never seen
Yeah.
that.
As big as mine.
Yeah.
So instead of the vagina eating off the penis, the lightsaber goes and just cuts through
Skewers
bitches.
her.
Jesus Christ.
Yikes!
That movie is traumatic.
So throwback. To
Oh, I thought you were talking about Spaceballs. I was like, really?
No, teeth.
Teeth, yes.
So
Sorry.
throwback to senior year. We were in Minnesota for DECA, and there was a comedian. At the time, I found it effing hilarious. But he was like, so I was like 13 years old, yada yada, going around the neighborhood, ringing doorbells. I was dressed as Yoda, rang the doorbell. Someone said,
Was this like on Halloween or just randomly?
no, it was his joke.
This is
as
his
a
I know,
story.
but just
But-
randomly?
No, like on Halloween.
Okay.
And, ringing doorbells, and they rang in. Someone's like, oh, you're cute. What are you supposed to be? And he looked up and went, very confused. And my reaction was just dead laughter. Like
Were
tears
you
rolling out of my eyes. He was like, very confused at 13 years old. And they were like, what are you supposed to be? Kind of rang in.
Isn't it
Yeah.
weird the
Shit.
shit that like hits your laugh button like just perfectly?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
most of the time
Yeah,
when you
like
laugh, you're
today.
like, it makes sense. Like
On the Twitter.
everybody like hits all the buttons around your laugh button. You're
Well,
like,
it's like-
okay, this makes sense. Like
You know what's-
established step 1, 2, 3. I'm laughing.
You know what's
Cool.
kind of weird to me? Like with comedian, like it's funny. Like when we'd go to Trace's parents in middle school, high school, we would laugh so much. But like after a
Oh
while,
my God.
it just becomes like
Yeah.
mundane.
Well,
Like
and,
it's
whatever.
so funny, but after a while, it's just like, yeah, I've seen it before.
and then you get the difference. Like you notice it when you're scrolling through stuff on your phone a lot, and you'll get the, or you'll get the,
Right.
Like
and then
that's-
there's the one time where it's like,
Yeah.
like
So that's-
that's when they
his
skip
evil
all the
laugh.
steps and they just
Exactly.
push the
Yeah.
button.
that's
Yep.
how I watch TikTok videos usually right before I fall asleep every night. I'll admit it. And there are some that I find that are just
Wait. Gay.
just
Gay.
suck a dick that are
That would be
hilarious.
gay.
that'd be gay.
Hilarious.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I said earlier, some people's Twitters were on fire today. To me anyway, like to most people.
Oh
they've
my
been like,
God.
this is dumb. But I thought it was the greatest thing ever. It wasn't even like the actual post, but it was like what people tweeted.
See, that's what's crazy to me is like some things, I don't know. So I don't think I have a higher intelligence, but there are things that people find so hilarious that I think is just stupid, and I do
Right.
not laugh at.
Joel, you're
But-
clearly not living in the next dimension.
but
otherwise you'd
people-
find it funny.
People laugh so hard, and I'm like, that's stupid. But I will throw it back. So Adam Devine from Omaha,
Divine.
Devine,
You want to make a bet?
Adam Devine from Omaha,
Okay.
made
It's
his
gonna be a
comedy
no.
special from Omaha down at the
Yes.
Orpheum downtown.
Yep.
I know it is divine, but I'm hard-headed. So he made his comedy. Have you watched it on Netflix?
Yes.
It
I
is
need to watch it.
so funny.
Oh, it's so
I
funny.
watched it the day after getting my wisdom teeth out,
Oh
and
my
it was
God.
a bad idea because
Yeah, that's
I
a
was
bad- that's a
laughing.
terrible
No,
idea.
My
The-
cheeks hurt from
so,
laughing,
like-
and they hurt from my teeth being out. Like
What-
it was so
and from being
funny.
clapped.
It was so
what
funny.
What sucks for you is like it
No one.
that,
Okay, cool.
but you're laughing. I know his parents personally, so when he talked about them, it made it 10 times better. Like
I don't know his dad, but when we went to
Yeah,
a
I know his
local
dad-
quote unquote bar, we were there, and you were like, "That's his parents," and I was like, "Oh my god, no
Yeah.
way!"
yeah, and
But when he did talk
his
about him, I
parents-
was like,
oh,
"I know exactly who he's talking
oh my
about."
God, but like you haven't talked to them or been around them.
Oh, thanks.
Oh my God, the way he said stuff, I was like, "You're your
Dude,
dad.
I
you
la-
or him."
I laughed so
Oh
hard.
yeah, it was
I
so
wanted to
fucking
watch it
funny.
for so. I laughed
I
so
know.
hard.
Who is this?
Adam Devine.
I don't
Oh,
know.
Divine.
okay.
Yeah, his
Uh,
little.
he's-
It's
he's
like
a
an
lot
hour
older
long.
than I
It's
thought he was.
so funny.
He's like 5 or 6 years older than me.
Yeah, he's my brother's age.
Yeah, he
Or
graduated, like,
actually, he's a
10 years
year
before
older
us.
than my brother.
How much older is your brother than me?
4 years.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, wait, how old are you?
28.
Yeah, 4 years.
Yeah. No, it's I'm always surprised because he's got one of those like baby faces. Like he
Oh, absolutely.
is like he still looks like he's
I'm good.
26 maybe.
Yep. No, he's
27?
like 33.
Yeah.
34. He's been dating his girlfriend for like 6 years.
I don't know. He was
I
not
didn't.
single.
Well, I didn't know he was been dating her that long.
It must be weird dating an actor where it's like, oh, you're going to be in this movie and you have this love interest in this movie and you have to make out with him and maybe you have a sex scene with him.
Well, that's like John Cena when he was doing.
Dun, 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 dun.
Thank you.
What movie he was doing? Trainwreck with Amy
Yeah.
Schumer. That's a real sex scene.
That was fucking.
They
That was
actually had
by far
sex.
the best part
Did
of that
they?
movie.
Yeah.
Says who?
Says him and her.
Oh, okay.
They really had sex.
Yikes.
And he
Well,
was
is John
dating
Cena
Nikki
dating
or
anybody?
What's her face? Nikki or
One of the Bella twins.
one of the
yeah.
Bella twins.
I thought he was.
the
At the
time.
time,
Oh, at the
and it
time.
caused a giant ass argument because he's like, "Hey, I have sex. I have to
bet
have
it
sex
did.
with this girl because it's part of the movie. Like, I'm not like doing it. 'cause
See,
I, like her,
I
but
don't feel like you actually have to have sex
You
with
don't.
somebody
And most
in a movie.
most sex scenes are simulated. They're
Generally,
not-
Right.
they
You're not,
are.
you're not
yeah.
actually fucking.
I don't
them.
know. I know he
'Cause that
was
makes
in
it
one
boring.
that was
I was
real.
gonna say, if you're gonna go that far, then you might as well show everything, not just covers up to your necks kind of thing.
Well, he in Trainwreck, he almost did show everything. He just had a towel over his
Well,
dick.
in that scene, but he also wear more skimpy.
Also-
like
Why
Right.
is it that? Why is it that women in movies, like even like you never see dong in movies?
yeah, you're not wrong.
That's what I'm trying to get at. There's a
That's
weird
the
double
truth.
I
standard
just
there.
want to see more dong.
There's no dong. It's got to be fair. I don't necessarily want to see the dong because I'm attracted to the dong. I want to see the dong for it to be fair.
Well, and I
Like
think
I want to see more of the Game of Thrones scene where the dude walks in and he's just fucking his dick is out. Like yes, okay,
Well,
Oh my
and
there we
God.
go.
But that's
You
the
wanna
thing,
see
though,
more
is
dong.
I think
yes, I
it
want to
can't
see more
be-
dong.
I think legally it can't be erect. Otherwise, they have to classify it as like NC-17
As porn?
or as porn.
But you
yeah.
can show pussy.
Yeah, I mean, but
The
you
fuck
kn-
is that
When's the last
bullshit?
time you saw an open pussy in a movie?
If you guys are Chris, never.
I did have to add in a movie, but
No, I've never seen a pussy. Joel,
hi
you missed
Sarah, if
you
you're
missed-
listening.
She doesn't. You missed the open pussy discussion.
You missed the Chris wants to see more dong in movies.
Yeah,
I also want to see
discussion.
more dong in movies.
So-
Joel, do you agree?
Joel, how often do you see open pussy
Well,
in movies?
so
Why is it so bright?
I'm gonna throw off for a second. For any
gotta-
consolation, I was upstairs taking a piss, and at first I thought you were talking about dogs. And I
You
didn't
wanted
know
to
if
see
you were
more
saying
dogs in
dong.
movies?
No,
No.
dongs with an N
I didn't
and
know
a
if you were
G.
saying dongs or dogs.
Dongers.
But while I was upstairs taking a piss and leaving the toilet seat up,
'Cause
the
you're a
one thing
man.
that I thought of was how luxurious it is to not have a pet, but at the same time, I'm also a pet lover.
Wait,
Define lover.
You don't have a pet?
I do.
No, Matt does not have any pets.
Matt doesn't.
Oh.
So, like, to go take a piss and just leave the seat wide open,
Yeah,
Or
because
do whatever-
your cat or your
or
dog
leave
would
out
just
whatever you
drink
want
out
My
of
and
it.
not
dog
have a
doesn't
pet.
drink shit. Not out of the toilet.
And,
But
and
there
you
are-
know what? Is I live in my house by myself with no pets, and I still put down this toilet seat every time I use the toilet.
Will you ever have a pet?
Maybe one day,
Hmm.
if I have a normal schedule that will allow me to take care of a pet.
Because you prefer a dog. Is that
Yeah,
what-
I would
that's
prefer
what
a
that's
dog,
going out of?
yes.
Yeah. Because a cat,
Well,
you don't really.
And if I
You
had
don't
a
need a
cat,
schedule
it would
for a
knock
cat.
so much shit off my walls and shelves.
I don't
Well,
think it could get up
No,
there.
not if
It's
you
not gonna
train
get
it.
up there.
You know how many Legos I have all over my house?
Yeah.
My boy's good. He don't do that.
Yeah, my cat doesn't really knock anything off.
But no, that's what I thought. Like, I love pets, but at the same time, it's so nice because you can do it. It's like having a child, essentially, with the responsibility. You can do whatever the hell you want. It's like a happy medium between having a child and not having a child. But anyway, back to your dong talk. What was the question?
What the fuck?
What I
Chris?
like,
Chris
what
wants
I like
to see
to
more
see-
dongs in movies.
more
It needs to
dong.
be more even.
Because he wants it to be fair.
That's a gay. So the only thing you get in movies, the only thing you get in movies are like dudes' butts, and I think that's what turns chicks on because they're curious. If you ask chicks, a lot of the times they say dicks are unattractive.
Oh yeah, they
So
absolutely
when you
are.
see,
Have you ever seen a penis?
no,
No.
never.
What's a penis?
Every day for
What's
the
a-
last
what's
26
a
years.
Deek?
Penn
What
Island.
is that? Am I saying that right?
PennIsland.com.
Ooh.
pen15.com.
Yikes. But anyway, no, I think it's the mysterious factor for chicks to put like a dude's butt in the movie because they're like, oh my God, I bet his dick is so big. But if you were to show the dick, they'd be like, ugh, not attractive.
So,
Whereas guys were like, show me boobs, show me ass, love it.
So I've heard
From his own mind.
from a friend
From myself.
that chicks, if you're gonna send a nude to a girl, it's better to like, if you're like kind of you had a half chub going and you're in your underwear and you send a
See,
picture of
I
that
think-
instead of just your dick because
So, like,
it's
So like Calvin
works
Klein
better for
model,
them.
when they have the V going on in
Yeah.
the groin area, I
Yep.
think they'd rather see that up with like abs versus your full-on naked
Yeah.
body.
they don't want to see a dick. Nobody wants to see a dick.
True.
And that is a universal truth. Nobody wants to see
Brendan,
nobody wants to see a dick
Nobody-
ever.
I mean,
It's just like, another
Even
dick.
if you were a
Ugh.
straight woman or a gay male, nobody actually wants
No.
to see a dick.
No,
they want to
I
see
agree.
everything else. Everything
Except
else is
the
more
dick.
important than the dick.
The dick is for pleasure. It's not for show.
Right. Whereas on the flip side, most straight dudes or lesbian women or whichever orientations match up with it, they even gay men would rather see tits. Like just
Everybody
boobs.
loves tits.
Yeah.
Everybody tits are great. Everybody wants to see tits.
Tits are tits.
even the word tits is great.
Even man tits.
It is, but Sarah really doesn't like the word tits.
Tits
No,
is
no,
a
no.
great word.
She really doesn't like the word titties. That is weird to her for some reason.
Titties.
Titties.
But
Then
also the
do you
word
just-
Titty city.
to describe women's underwear, what word would you use?
Mayor of Titty City.
titties.
I don't like the word
It
panties.
depends.
Yeah, panties
gross.
is a
Uh,
weird word.
Yeah, panties. Is a
I'd
little
rather
weird
call
for
them
me.
undies than panties.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Underwear. Just sounds kinda
Panties
like,
is
I
childish.
picture whitey tighties when I say underwear.
Even
but
on
I don't.
women?
I also don't like saying panties because it's like
I'd
Yeah,
rather
it
say.
is-
I think I'd rather say draws.
you draw.
Draws.
Show me that. Show me
Yeah,
them draws,
draws.
baby.
Shit up in your drawers.
Show me them draws. Show me them skid marks, baby, in them
Gee.
draws.
Oh my
Ugh.
God,
Show me them skid marks in them panties.
Brendan,
Show me them skid marks in them underwears.
I'm out.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, underwear would be better to me than panties. Like it just it
panties
feels like
is.
I feel like a predator.
I feel like
Yeah.
a creep.
Yeah.
Oh, panties.
Yeah. Take your panties off. What the fuck? Who says that? Like that is it's just, oh my god.
Bro, gross.
Isn't
I
that Craig Robinson, right? Yeah. Take your panties off.
Yeah. I hope that when I said that was not isolated enough to be on its own.
I think
Pray
it
to
might have
God.
been.
It might have been, which means that I'm obligated to soundbite that, which means that that's going to be around
You're
forever.
obligated to take your panties off.
That was isolated enough
There
on
you
its
go.
own, so it makes up for itself. Hooray!
All right, vice versa. Men wore panties and thongs, and chicks wore briefs and boxers. What do you think about that world?
Probably very uncomfortable.
Yeah, very. It's for the comfort.
Even whitey tighties aren't that comfortable, dude. I mean, they keep everything in place. So
When's
good
the
on 'em for
last
that,
time
but-
you've worn whitey tighties?
when I was 12.
Brendan
years
was
old.
like, last weekend, bitch.
Hey, I'm the one that asked that question.
Just
Unless
because
you're-
I got drunk doesn't mean I didn't shit it in my pants.
Unless you're a hot ass fucking dude, you should not wear whitey tighties. That's the only way you can get away
Why?
with it. Because then it's like
And you
Women-
just look,
women
you
excuse
just look
it.
gross. You
Hey,
look like an
right.
alcoholic.
women excuse it because you're fucking hot. They're like,
Hey.
yes, more
Hey.
of that because you can see your thighs, you can see your fucking
One
abs
time-
and the fucking triangle that points to
When
your
I
dick,
worked at Earl
all of
May,
that.
there was a dude with a
What the
plant.
fuck is that?
I worked at Earl May. It's a plant
That's
nursery.
my pee-pee.
Okay.
He had there was a customer and he had a flannel shirt tucked into his whitey tighties with his jeans on,
He's-
and his whitey
That's
tighties
wrong.
were sticking
Wrong.
out of his jeans.
Wrong.
And I was like, oh, barf.
You know what are the comfortable underwear though?
What?
Tell us.
This episode of Last Shot Podcast is brought to- I wish. No.
Yeah, right.
But MeUndies are really comfortable.
MeUndies
I
are.
would say.
I wouldn't know. I've never actually had it.
They're
See,
because
we're
they haven't
very
sponsored us yet. But
We're comfortable saying undies, but not panties.
Undies,
Right.
Not
Me
pants.
undies.
undies is fine because it almost sounds like kind of like goofy, like you're kind of messing around a little bit. Like, take off your
You're,
undies.
you're
That's still
obligated.
kind of weird.
You're
but it
obligated
doesn't make
to
me feel
take
like a
off your
predator.
undies.
Wouldn't that make it awkward?
Hey, when I
Hey,
say take off your
undies.
undies, I feel like I'm Australian.
Yeah, I know.
Take off your take off your undies. Not take off your
Take-
panties.
Those
Take
aren't
off
undies.
your
These are
undies.
undies.
I'll
You
show
just go
you
like-
undies.
We go.
You just go like
undies.
full old school. Like, please remove your undergarments for
Yeah.
me.
I've got me
Please
undies.
disrobe.
And that's how
Completely.
you don't get laid. All right.
Or you do if they're into it.
Right,
Maybe.
yeah, they
you
might-
never know.
They
you
might be
haven't met
weird.
enough. You haven't met enough nerdy chicks, Trace. Trust me.
You're right.
You go to a
I
convention
ain't
and you say
denying
that
it.
to the right chick, and she would fuck you on the convention floor.
So there's
Promise.
a video.
Bet.
There's a video shared by Barstool that I saw recently about two guys speaking.
All right, where's the
We're
close
going to
convention?
convention.
Speaking to like
Anime Nebraska's coming up
Wait,
soon.
Brendan, what the fuck?
What?
Joel, there's a guy.
He just
Barstool.
speaking to a city council.
Yes.
The video's like 4 and something minutes long, and they're talking and this and that, and then he's basically talking about why we should have more than one Independence Day for days to rage and this and that. And I can show you the video.
Just
if you'd like
drinking
to see it.
holidays? Is that what he wants?
Essentially, yes.
Okay.
And one of them, he talks about, so he refers to the Queen about how her birthday's in January, but she also has one in April, so that way she can get tan. She has 2 birthdays, that way she can rage. But the way he the way he plays into it is
April?
he's talking.
April in London doesn't sound very well.
He's
Yeah.
talking
No,
to the
it's rain.
council, and he says, "Have you ever heard of England?" And then goes on, and it is the dumbest. His name is Chad.
Yeah, that's because they've been
I
on
bet it
fucking
is.
Fox News.
He said,
They've been
"Have
on
you ever
everything.
heard of England?" Well, the Queen has 2, and I was like, "Oh my God, what a question! Have you ever heard of England?"
Yeah, that's the whole reason July 4th exists, bitch.
Because
Get
we
fucked,
said fuck
America.
And he said,
Fireworks and guns.
He said,
bitch.
"Pour the
Right?
tea into the harbor to create room for more kegs."
Oh boy.
there should be a Boston Tea Party Day.
McCoy,
Can we
I'm
jump on
gonna
that?
show you-
would
Let's
be-
fucking do that shit.
That'd be fun.
What
McCoy,
day? What
I'm
day
gonna
to the
show you
Boston
this
Tea Party?
video.
Jamie,
I've seen
Jamie,
it.
pull that up. Jamie. That was a
Jamie's
joke
not
for.
here.
I know.
Joe
It was a
Rogan?
joke for
Yeah.
Trace.
It was-
Yeah, I get it. Jamie, look this shit up.
What if instead of
Seriously, when
storming
did- when
Area
was the Boston Tea
51?
Party?
Matt, look this up.
What was the Boston Tea
Oh,
Party?
I'm looking up the Queen's 2 birthdays, but
What would be relative
Well,
to
fuck
the
that
Boston
bitch.
Tea Party?
When was the Boston Tea
Yeah.
Party?
Wait,
where we
what?
poured all the tea into the harbor. What would be equivalent? Would that be storming
Hey,
Area
Siri.
Who
51?
cares what it was equivalent? Let's
when was
fucking
the
drink
Boston
on that
Tea
day.
Party?
you know
Okay.
what we were supposed to do on that day, though? Just throw tea into the harbor.
December 16th.
17.
I'm gonna
what?
pour some tequila in
73.
my
So
stomach.
So it was
is what
cold
I'm
as
gonna do on
balls
that day.
outside when they were dumping all that tea.
Fucking
Yeah,
props to them.
in
And they
Boston?
dress like fucking Native
Wait a
Americans.
minute. How is it not frozen?
Because it's
well,
the
the
ocean.
moves. I don't know.
Eh.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Hey.
there's lots of traffic. I
Salt.
bet.
So
Well,
can we?
It's the ocean, too.
So let's
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
about to when we were in like grade school and middle school, all that reading history books. Can you imagine years from now what the history books are going to look like? There were 1 million people that stormed Area 51, and they did it. Like, can you imagine that?
They
shit?
all
Like,
got shot.
there have not been any. I thought about this today. Because I saw a vehicle that said like Vietnam War vet, and like back then like you respect all the war vets and this and that. But like
No, actually, when they came back from Vietnam, nobody respected
Yeah,
them.
everyone
everybody
hated them.
hated
no,
them.
but like
Yeah.
today they all wear the hats and all this and that. Like
Yeah.
Right.
to delegate that they were in the war. But, like,
today, Junior.
Everyone, McCoy, in today's society, as a younger age, have not experienced like war or a draft or like anything like that.
Well, they've experienced war. Been in the same war for the last fucking 2 decades.
I mean, yeah.
The difference there is that
No,
people
but
were willing to
it's-
volunteer for it, whereas in Vietnam they were not.
It's
Oh,
not.
that's
It's
fair.
it's not the same compared to what it was. So I think if you look back on a history book today versus like what it was back then, like I think society is just
Fucked?
180, 100%.
We're desensitized.
I don't want
to
to say
it
like
now.
change, but like it's just like I don't know what point you could get to with the country to where you would send a war like it was like back then and have everyone like from today's day and age, like if we were to get drafted into the war to like
I'm
post
ineligible.
when we were that age,
But
Same.
it
Well,
would be
wasn't Vietnam the first like televised?
Yeah.
yeah, that's why
War,
everybody
and that's
hated
where
the
everyone was
soldiers
like,
that came back,
holy sh-
even though
yeah.
they had no choice in
Right.
going, which was really shitty. Which is why it flipped 180 degrees, like Joel was saying, to now everybody's like support the troops. You got to be very respectful.
Do
Which
this,
is
do
sure you absolutely should support the troops. You should support the individual that comes back and has PTSD because they watched
and
their buddy
fought
die
for
in
your
their arms.
country.
Even though they did volunteer to go do the thing. Like I know at least 2 different people who served in Iraq and have had traumatic things happen to them, and they came back and they've got issues like you do when you've been to a fucking war zone, because that's what happens. And like,
Because like when you turn
but
18,
nobody
you,
wants to actually support these people. They're like, yeah,
You have to
you
sign
stood up for the
up
country.
just in case they
and-
reenact the act.
When
Well,
you- when
no,
you
the
turn-
the selective service is a totally different crock of bullshit.
is
but
that
we're
when
not
you
gonna talk
turn
about
like
that here.
18 and you have to
Yeah.
enroll in the
You
draft?
get-
That's
you
the
get,
selective
you get it in the
service.
mail.
So like when I was scared as shit. I was like, dude, if we go to war, I am fucked.
right.
I was like, I could not go to war to
You're
save
not.
my life.
No,
we
you're
have
not
we have
fucked.
plenty of, the only way that you would ever be drafted, and I'm still technically eligible for the draft, but I'm like phase 3. Like we'd have to be extra fucked for me to to be drafted.
Hey, send all the dogs and the people in wheelchairs and Chris.
Yeah.
Whatever you got, give us Chris.
We're running out of reinforcements.
I'd have
Anybody
to be
named Kyle, Derek, or Chris. send them.
extra fucked. We would have to be extra fucked for me to actually be drafted. But
He's
I'm
that's the thing.
colorblind. Whose team am I on?
He's from Germany. We're
He's
not
shooting
sure
on the wrong
who
fucking
he's
score.
for.
Send his ass. Send his ass.
Help us, not them.
I did see a meme a couple days ago that was like, third time's the charm, right? And it was a picture of Angela Merkel.
Brendan,
Savage.
Brendan,
But-
you said desensitize the war. How
Yeah,
come,
we've
yeah.
been,
how
we've
come
been
no, I get that.
desensitized to violence.
No,
in
I
general.
get that, but how come we switch from desensitized to violence to sensitized to fucking like words?
I thought you were gonna say just fucking in general, but
I'm sensitive to fucking.
Like, why does everything you
Very
say
sensitive.
have to be an issue? But you can watch somebody get shot in
Right.
the fucking head on TV,
because
and
America's
we're
values
good.
are fucked.
We are
Yeah,
all
fine.
turned
everything's
around.
fucked.
We're okay.
Same reason why if you go to Europe and watch TV or movies kind of thing, like it's going to be a hardcore rated R movie if you to
There's
see
nu-
blood
it's
on the screen kind
natural.
of thing. But
Right.
nudity, tits, they're in PG.
It's
13 movies
Yeah,
kinda
it's
thing, like-
natural.
It's the exact
body.
opposite here, where they're like on CSI. They're like, have you ever seen the videos that making fun of like fucking? It's John Mulaney does a whole bit about Ice-T on SVU,
Yeah.
where he's like, he describes the most depraved shit, and that's just like on
So
TV.
you're telling me
You're telling
Oh,
me
God,
they get addicted to
God.
lottery scratchies, or whatever the fuck. I can't even do the
What
whole
was
bit.
the goat
It's
one?
the whole bit.
The goat one was the best.
There's something with goat semen, I'm sure. Like it's that
I
was
shared
isolated
it on
shit. Nobody ever
Facebook.
said
I'll have
anything.
to find it.
But yeah, basically, it's like SVU. They describe the most like fucked up things you could do to a person, and not only that, they don't only describe it, but they like show some of it because there is a story arc where Olivia Benson, so Maria Hargitay's, did I say that name right?
Who the
Anyway.
fuck are both of those people?
So Olivia Benson is the character's
The
name.
same.
Mariska Hargitay is who plays Olivia Benson.
English.
There
Haggerty?
is Haggerty, whatever. I don't actually know, because I'm bad at pronouncing things. So there is a story arc where there's a psychopath that spans like 2 or 3 seasons, where he like actually kidnaps her and rapes her multiple times. Like, and that's like kind of shown in the show, but that's totally fine. But that's like one of the most traumatizing things that can happen to a person,
yeah,
other than being like tortured and killed. And like
being
that's
killed
fine.
is
That's
generally
that's on-
traumatizing. yes.
that's on network TV. But like a tit, any nipples? No. You get banned from Instagram
hard
for
R.
that.
Yep.
Well, that's like in
Free the nipple.
foreign language class.
Exactly.
I took German in
Yeah.
high school. We watched videos that showed
You ever
nudity,
see shampoo commercials? Fuck yeah.
nudity,
Orange juice commercial.
cussing, it
Shampoo.
was
Happy
all involved.
That was
And
a
like
road
when you
trip
see it in high
reference.
school, you're like, this is normal, because that's the shit that you're into, and you're like, why wouldn't they show this?
Well, in
everyday
high school,
America?
you're like, this is fucking awesome. We
Well,
don't
we were
normally
looking-
see this.
we were looking through like magazines and stuff, nudity, this, that, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like that, but like that's
So you know how
that's
you
the
go to
human
Human
a,
body. Everybody's
that's
got
normal.
you know how you go to a gas station here and like Hustler and Playboy, they're all like covered up with the little black card.
one. Yep.
Yeah.
Germany is not covered up.
Yeah.
You go to a gas station or wherever, and it's just there. It's
And
just
it's like,
out.
oh my God, protect the children from the thing that.
Right. But you know
everybody
what?
has.
Children
But
can
we're gonna
witness
show
murder.
'em
That's fine.
violence.
But yeah,
Yeah.
That's
we're gonna
like,
show them the thing that we hope they never have to see in their life ever.
That baffles me.
But tits, don't tell them.
But
Don't. No, they
everyone
have to make
sees-
sure they get married at 20 and have like 3 or 4 kids by the time they're 22.
We're gonna corrupt them by teaching
see
them the
tits.
correct.
That's real quick if they're getting married
terminology.
at 20 and have 4
I
kids
didn't
by
do the math.
22.
I didn't do the math.
Jesus.
Damn, I don't even
You-
know if that's possible.
No, it's
I
not.
think
Brendan,
multiple
where you at
partners.
on that
Well,
one?
2
Joel,
twins.
where you at
You
on
get
that
a-
one?
Yeah,
2
you
years
could.
of
Yeah,
twins.
okay.
you have
I
2
guess you
sets
could
of
have.
you could do that,
sets.
or you could have 2 sets
Or-
of Irish twins.
Quadruplets.
Because how long do you have to wait after being pregnant?
Well, I mean, you should wait like a year and a half.
Well,
About
but-
2
I mean,
hours.
Some
I mean,
people
should-
don't.
You
10
should
minutes.
wait like a year and a half.
2
Yeah,
hours?
like
I mean,
6.
Okay,
weeks.
so
Right.
say
Some people
what,
do not.
What is a pregnancy? No, I mean we say 9
10
months,
What?
but it's
What
closer
is-
to
A
10, right?
pregnancy
It's
is
40
when a man loves a woman
It's 40
and they
weeks.
consummate and make
So
a
10
child.
months.
40 weeks. Yeah.
They contemplate.
So 10 months.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
contemplate
so
their
say,
lives.
So say the day that you turn 20 is when the first one's born, right?
Right.
So you get married and then you have your kid the next day, kind of thing, right?
Well,
Yeah.
that's a shotgun wedding, but yes.
Well, yes, but so 10 months then,
Not always.
right?
I
So
mean,
so
pretty much.
Well,
for
yeah,
4
10
kids, for 4 kids would be 40 months, right?
Yeah.
So so technically,
almost
if
4
that's the day
years.
that you have if the day that you turn 20, you have a whole year and then a whole nother year and then one more year until you're done being 22, right?
Right.
So that'd be 36 months.
Yeah.
So that's physically not possible, Chris.
Whatever.
Unless
I
you
told
have
you I didn't do the math.
triplets
Also,
or
all I know is that my two youngest
twins
siblings,
or
my two youngest
quadruplets
siblings are
or-
only 18 months apart.
Yeah, that's
Only.
generally
Jesus Christ.
as close as they get.
Yeah.
Only
What do you-
18
For the most
months
part.
apart.
Why do you keep hitting me?
Fuck, me and my brother are 18 months apart. My
Yeah.
sisters are 18 months
Maybe
apart.
that's
Yeah.
what I'll do. I'll have my kid, and then 18 months later, I'll have another kid, and I'll
Well,
be done.
you'd have to wait about 9 months after and
Well, yes.
shoot for
But
that.
then I'll be done.
Stop hitting me. We're done. Trace's timer went off.
Yes,
Wrap-
it did.
We're done. We're
Wrap
out.
me up.
I don't even.
wrap
We
me
didn't,
up.
we didn't have any
Wrap
fucking
me up.
topics written down. Trace, where can you find us?
You can find us everywhere. Instagram,
Joel is
Twitter,
touching me.
We are
Facebook,
everywhere.
We're in your
YouTube,
closet.
Libsyn, iTunes, Google Play. Go give us a listen. Go
In
give us
your
a like.
dreams, motherfucker.
In your dreams, motherfuckers. Let's get this done.
Yay. All right.
Bye.
Bye. Happy birthday, Trace.
Thank you.